The show was such a big story that I really didn't want the makeup to be a massive makeup story. It's really about creating characters. So there are two characters. The characters that we call the nurses, it's very matte, it's very powdered, there's no sort of highlights or shine to them because they're supposed to be nurses who work in an institution. They live in, fake lighting. We use a little bit of cream color around the eyes just to give definition. The lip is this beautiful color, which I love, which is like a dusty mauve, and it's just to give that coldness to the lip. The other girls, the beauties, it's not powdered, there's a lot of pearl cream color base to give highlights to them so that they're much more of the elegant beauty version of the nurse makeup. So it's the same makeup, it's just that one's matte and one's radiant.
We've got a few looks in the show today. There's a kind of girls gone crazy with a pair of scissors and cut their own bangs. So we've got sort of wild hair with short choppy bangs, and some other girls a little more grown up, a little sort of diva, who've had an amazing hairdo last night and had a wild night and it's been destroyed. So there's a lot of destruction gone on in the show. And you'll see the set is kind of a psychiatric ward, and they're all sort of women on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
Perturbed, wonderful, because perturbed is such a great word anyway. Wonderful is another great word. Together they make a wonderful world. She's an ex-diva. She's maybe had a little bit of a breakdown.
Yeah. And she needs to, a place to rest and be not seen by public. But she brought along with her her furs, her capes.
All her wonderful things that make her feel special, make her feel important.
Just crazy for fashion. So they're so crazy they need to be locked up.
She doesn't really need to be locked up. She's just fabulous and people don't get her. So that's why they put her here. The thing is about her contrasting on this set, on this situation where she's in, but she's living in her own little world and it doesn't really matter. And the clothes are really, really rich and really, really luxurious. The tailoring in the nurses, these bonded leather suits with a little bit of these stretch inserts, so they're very, very attilato, very sexy and tight, quite strict, like a little bit sado almost, a little sado almost, like these very strong, mean nurses with high hats. I mean, there's a lot of workmanship in all the garments.
Mink and tarsu cope, there's a cut in, there's like 4 colors of mink inside. It's like a sort of almost a weird plaid. And then it's embroidered in between the mink pieces. So then those nurses turn into beige. You know, it's sort of this nude thing with lots of interesting cutting and workmanship on the jackets.
It's kind of like this orthopedic kind of things you'd find. So it's tones of like nude and beige and very hooked and lots of movement, and they're very beautiful.
I think that what gives the correctional thing is the accessories, because the shoes are high heels, but there's sort of like scaffolding built around the heels to help them stay up and keep their ankles straight and keep their posture perfect, their necks. But then, you know, to make her feel like it's, you know, it's not things, she's covered them in jewels, and that contrast becomes rich and luxurious. Beautiful girls, beautiful makeup.
A little trip. We're gonna let you trip out. I think we put little blue M&Ms on everybody's seat, so you can just pop your M&M and enjoy the show.